understood why some women, I am guilty of it myself. Why some women will stay with someone who was mistreating them that way. But then I got fast forward many years, and now I am older, and this is my first marriage, and I ended up in a circumstance where I was being totally controlled. I had no voice. I had no freedom. I had a really bad situation at home, but no one knew. For 10 years, no one knew because I was ashamed, and I felt like a hypocrite. So not was only I was being abused or the situation at home, but I was also being I was also abusing myself in a way because I kept telling myself I was a fake, I was a hypocrite, and I was ashamed of my situation because of my life. I always was the strongest one. I was always the one that was fighting for others. And then suddenly I found myself in the situation without knowing how to escape and get out of it. So not many people knew this until very recently. And as a consequence of all of it, when I finally was able to escape that situation, I fall into a very bad depression to the point that I considered ending my life. And that's something that no one ever knew because when I went out in the world, I was always smiling. I was the one that was always making plans and being the life of the party or just being outgoing, and no one ever knew. So that goes to show you that even the strongest people have their inner battles that they're fighting. And I just want people to know that it doesn't make you weak. It just makes you human. And you're just going through these things, and you cannot blame yourself. But it also is a wake-up call for everyone out there to pay attention to the people that you love the most, or your friends and your family, because there's always a sign, but sometimes they're so subtle that you don't see them. But we just have to look harder. And if you ever wonder if someone is going through something, don't be afraid of speaking up and going to that person in a safe environment and asking them if they are okay.
That's a great point. Just ask, right? Just talk to them.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. And, I liken it to the old adage that we know where, a frog will be in a boiling pot, right? Or will be in a water, not boiling yet. If he'll stay in, because it just happens so gradually, and pretty soon, he is boiled. And so, life can happen and things can happen. Bad things can happen to everyone and do. This world is not perfect. And when it does, sometimes it hits you like a freight train, or sometimes it happens gradually until you are in a place that you never meant to be. So thank you for sharing that, because it's not talked about much, and especially for people like you, and from what I know of you, actually, I don't know if we're going to get to this, but I don't know how you run the Affirmations Project organization in addition to the full-time job that you have. How do you do it, lady? I don't know, but yes, like you said, it doesn't make you, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you a human being. So I love that saying, and thanks for sharing that. So Michelle, that's going to be a tough act to follow. I'll tell you. I hear for you, but can you share what no one knows?
Well, so I really want to circle back to Adriana's story here. So we were going through this process together, like she said, just about 3 years ago. And she had decided that she wanted to make this big statement and share this piece of her to the world, something that she had never shared before. And so we, of course, had conversations about it beforehand, and she expressed how hard it was going to be, honestly, to open up and be that honest with the world and with her family and people who didn't know that she was in this situation. So, I look at it as this is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to reach people who are in these situations. And I really commend Adriana for having the courage to do that and put herself on the public platform. But that's how you're going to reach the people who need the help the most, by sharing your own story. And so it was really cool to be on that outsider perspective, and get insight to how Adriana was feeling through the process, but also to know that, that's the way that the Affirmations Project is going to connect with people who need it most.
Yes, and has. Thank you for adding that, Michelle.
Yeah.
So let me also ask you, actually, either one of you can answer this question, but since it is your 5th year anniversary this year of 2020, what has changed? Can you speak to maybe one of the main parts of your foundation that has changed within what you've seen and what you've experienced with the women that you've helped through these 5 years?
So do you mean change as of the actual organization, or the way the organization is approaching the community?
Yeah, maybe the approaching the community.
So actually, it has evolved, and that is a good thing, because if we don't evolve, then we don't grow, right? Okay. So we started the first year for some reason, circumstances. We had a vision of the Affirmations Project was about empowering women who have struggled with life challenges in general. And the first year was about cancer survivors. The photo gallery ended up being just cancer survivors, because we emphasize, I am also a cancer survivor. I lost my breast to cancer, and I don't have any breasts. I couldn't have a reconstructive surgery. So we've concentrated on that aspect about loving ourselves beyond our scars, and knowing that our beauty goes beyond our bodies, is the character of our hearts, and we concentrated on that. But as it evolves, we want to incorporate other groups as well, demographics, for lack of a better word, domestic violence survivors, and moving forward, we would like to incorporate other women too that have survived other types of struggles, because the Affirmations Project is beyond, is about women, not just about cancer survivors. We want it to be known as an organization that empowers women who have overcome life's challenges.
Thank you. The last question I'll ask you, either one of you, is, of course, it's going to be a book question. So why did you decide to put this book together, other than, because I've already revealed this during the interview, this is your 5th anniversary to celebrate the success of the Affirmations Project?
I would like to say something, but then I would like for Michelle to complement. This is something that we had in mind from the get-go, from the initiation of the Affirmations Project, because we feel it's important that we lead by example and we share our stories. If we are going to ask women to be strong and be courageous, it's important that we, who are participating or who lead the Affirmations Project, are also showing them that we have a voice, and that sharing our stories can save lives and can encourage other people who are feeling defeated. Whoever reads our book or goes to one of our events will show them that we also survive similar situations and they are not alone. A lot of people who go through situations similar to what have we gone through, they feel alone. They feel like they're the only ones in the world that are going through a situation like that. Michelle?
Yeah. So, and especially in today's day and age, with all the technology that we have, it can be easy to feel like, oh, look at this person, they've got this perfect life, and I'm the only one who's struggling. And so that is something that we're all human, and we want to share our actual human experiences, and not through just this, facade that we put on social media or whatever, but in a way that people can actually connect with and feel like they are walking through this life supported and not alone. Other people are feeling the things that they are feeling at the same time. And yeah, the book it's always been something that we have wanted to do. Adriana and I have talked about it from the very beginning. And so it's very, very exciting for us to finally be in a position where we can share all of this.
Thank you. It's very exciting for us as well. The book is just gorgeous. It is gorgeous with the photographs. It is gorgeous with the pointed, impactful stories in it. And we're very happy to let all know that we can you can purchase the book at the IamTheBook.com. And we will send one out to you. So thank you very much, both of you today for joining us. And I wanted to just let our listeners know how, if people are interested in supporting the Affirmations Project nonprofit, what's the best way that they can do that?
So you can visit our website, www.theaffirmationsproject.com. And we have got links to our Facebook, to our Instagram. There's a donate button if you'd like to donate to our cause. And then, of course, also giving us a follow, a like, and a share, and keeping up with, what we're doing and our book, I Am.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Adriana and Michelle from the Affirmations Project nonprofit. And thank you, listeners, to listening to me, Lisa Marie Garcia, with Now Publishing, for our podcast, What No One Knows.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our podcast, What No One Knows. If you have a story to share, contact Now Publishing at publish@nowscpress.com. Visit our website, publishwithnow.com, for a free download from our The 90-Day Author book, and let Now Publishing build, publish, and sell your book.